Did you messieurs have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
We had a look. Thank you, Baron. We actually have some questions for you.
Please ask away. I have nothing to hide.
About your housemaid. We met your housemaid, Colleen Duhout.
She's a courteous young lady, isn't she?
Thanks.
What? What are you saying?
She's quite helpful. Down with the bourgeoisie!
Dragon said he
Eat the rich.
appreciates the talent of your voice.
Thank you, Dragon. Yes, she was more than willing to help us with our investigation.
I'm glad to hear it. You two want to ask something else?
What happened on the night of the Baron Rogui, I would like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder.
Oh, am I in trouble?
Rough.
Uh,
No, we gotta butter him up. Not at all. No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture.
I see. Well, let me think.
yeah, that's not a bird dragon. Not everybody's birds in this.
Only the attorneys are aviary.
Well, also the photographer
Well,
was,
that's the only guarantee that I'm willing to give.
and the jailer was a bird.
The guests
Yeah.
arrived at 5 o'clock, and we all sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently.
The jailer also canonically hates all animals, which is confusing because then that does imply the existence of humans in this world.
Does it?
Unless
Humans are
non-sentient animals are what she is referring to.
I think she just means everything. She hates everybody.
It's everything. Fair.
I think that's just the equivalent thing. Everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I hate everyone equally.
The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that.
I see.
Is there anything else I can help you, messieurs, with?
Dragon, you'd imagine a feline be the big bad in this? Well, a feline's the victim, so...
For believing. I think that will be all, Baron. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your time.
It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs. Did you get all the information needed, Falcon?
I hope so.
Don't worry. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we can always just wing it.
Terrible, just terrible. Well, let's head back to the office and get some rest. He takes pride in those
New
puns.
day.
Palais de Justice. So next character's you, right?
Yeah. Sounds right. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting...
Wait, I can't be... Go ahead, sorry.
Awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande instance. What?
I was gonna say, I can't voice the Edgeworth and the Phoenix.
No. If when it comes down to it, I'll take over.
And, but what was the other guy's name? The investigator? Gumshoe.
Gumshoe? I don't know if
Yeah,
there's a Gumshoe.
you might be voicing the Gumshoe right now.
Are you nervous, Falcon?
Nope. Nope, we've got this case in the bag. Look at my feathers, see? Totally unruffled.
Wow, well, at least one of us feeling confident.
I don't think there is a Magatama of this game, Dragon. Instead, we have a Facebook.
We do. The Facebook is the special item.
Or the wallet.
We have 10 francs to our name because I gave 10. What year is this? 1904? Is that what it was?
Did they say? 1904 was a year that they just mentioned in Zero Time Dilemma. That was the year that Delta got sent to, so...
Oh, the franc and the dollar are pretty much the same right now. Monsieur Falcon, petite person. Is there anything you need me to... No, we got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case.
That would be wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Let's move it along, fellas.
I'll be waiting from inside. Do your best, Monsieur Falcon.
We will. Are we ready?
Yeah, we are ready. Oh, you get the voice. Is it a rabbit? You're the. Do you want me to voice the judge? Or, I mean, you normally voice the judge and Phoenix, so
I can
you
voice
could
it.
do.
Yeah. No,
I
I
can do
usually
it,
do
I
the
don't know.
judge in Phoenix because you're doing the partner and the prosecutor. So if I'm doing the partner and the prosecutor, I guess you're the judge in Phoenix. So you'll be the judge. But I'll be the next person. I'll be the prosecutor and whoever next appears.
Yeah. All right, settle down, everyone. Why is he British? I don't know.
He can be whatever. He's a
Settle
pelican.
down. Is everyone here?
Is he a pelican?
I think it's a Kiwi. JJ Falcon, present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, I thought that was a... Yeah, that's just a thing.
If he's I'm gonna say he's a Kiwi, and I'm gonna change his accent to New Zealand. So we'll figure it out. Oh.
Oh, okay. What if I could... Can try to do an ouchie. No, I can't do that.
Do it. Destroy your vocal cords. Destroy it for the art.
I can't do the same type of voice you did.
Don't kill yourself.
Remington present. The readiest prosecution, Your Honor.
The ready is prosecution.
Oh, darn, that's not it. Oh, gosh, where are my notes? Oh, I knew it.
Knew what? That's...
I can't do a bug voice, Dragon.
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all my classes.
Oh, was he smart?
No, he only scored a second working
Yeah, I don't
marks in
think
the class.
birds have the capacity to blow raspberries. They don't have lips.
I only assumed if he'd bumbled to do the final exam, the luck of his two rabbit feet. Unless he improved considerably, he may already have his trial back.
That's good to know. But says Parmesan, if Rupert scored the second lowest mark in this class, then who scored the lowest?
I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, the jury all present?
Judge Cornell. I guess I'm that.
Sure.
All present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Hey, Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members of the jury like this. Cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those two birds with their funny hats are assessors, the associate judge. Everything seems to be in order. So let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline Demier. Prosecutor, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh, gosh, are we already... Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerdi, to the witness stand.
Inspector Valati, please approach the stand and recite the oath. To me?
Sure. Well,
As
no,
you will,
no,
Your-
I'll take it.
I mean,
feel
I
like,
don't mind. I'm sure he's not going to be the only witness.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if that one person on the jury counted really as a.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
You can overload him.
I'll do it because I feel like there's more characters otherwise that we've done.
I'll voice the jury then, if we ever come back to him.
I mean, there might be multiple jury members, so I'll figure that out. Let's see. How am I gonna do this voice?
As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Monsieur, Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record. My name is Juste Volati. I am a servant to the law, the scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian Killer to justice.
Oh, Chekhov's Viridian Killer.
Grumpy War Veteran, Police Inspector. Okay.
My path begins 18 years ago.
Let's stick to the questions, Inspector.
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of the bumbling, cuddly officers. Instead, we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn his own mother in if he saw her littering.
So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case? That is correct. I am among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime. Perhaps you could walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival. Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rorgul. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Caroline de Meow. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Greenwee with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor.
Bloody paws. Nobody told me that detail.
Keep together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course, I know these. I've played my share of Ace Attorney games. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon.
Draken said we're on the path to Viridian justice.
We're on the path to Viridian justice.
Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information. Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. What?
This is a very unique way to handle court games. I've never heard of pressing statements.
Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted.
Oh.
Select a statement to question.
We were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Caroline. She was standing over the sliced open corpse with Monsieur Greenwee's blood on her paws. I mean, how do we know that it was his blood? Maybe not, it wasn't blood. Maybe
what am I
it was
clicking?
the blood. Maybe it was the blood on the steak. It's the blood on the paws.
Blood on the paws?
Yeah. Inspector, you say Dame Caroline had blood on her paws?
Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict.
Well, you already know my line of reasoning. It makes the most sense.
I know.
Whose blood was it? Whose blood was it, I guess? Whose blood was it?
Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course.
How can you be so sure?
I object. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Caroline's paws could only have belonged to one person, Monsieur Grenouille. Judge,
Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecutor may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Greenway?
I do. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline had nothing to do with the murder.
This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, well, where did the blood come from?
The stake.
That is like that.
On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline ate a bloody red steak. What? All these accents are going to be the end of me.
Is it true, Monsieur Robintang?
Well, I am in a matter of speaking. I suppose steak may have been on the menu.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
Well... Wait, don't answer that, Inspector. It is a possibility. No!
Intriguing.
Oh,
Pretty convincing.
Gained a little favor with the jury.
So, Inspector Voletti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander, a messy eater?
Hold on 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Cataline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She is no doubt brought up with a flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners?
Yeah, I've never understood that you have to, like, switch when you're cutting. You switch to, like, obviously to get more torque on the cutting, but it's like, it just seems like a waste of time. Just, like, cut with your non-dominant hand.
I just used the fork in my non-dominant hand.
Oh, I'm talking about, like, etiquette. I'm saying, like, the proper way to cut something is you switch the knife and fork around, and then you cut, and then you switch again to eat.
Okay.
It's kind of excessive. Oh, that is a good question, or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her paws. The silverware. It's pretty. I'm just good at these games now. Dame Cataline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen.
Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report. We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rogiel residence when we performed the initial investigation.
The turntables.
As it happened, Baron Rogiel approached us about this very subject last night.
Do you realize?
What?
We have evidence that the prosecutor doesn't, because it wasn't in the police report.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Victory.
Innocent, perhaps.
What a twist!
Gained a little favor.
What is the meaning of all this? A bloody steak? Misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report?
Dragon said Coraline's motivations for eating with her paws are complex.
Lax. My investigation. Judge, I assure you I am the most thorough investigator office on the force.
Then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all.
Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case.
Fine, so be it. Messieurs, until next time.
It's not too bad. I can see why this is a shorter game. Like, that cross-examination took, like, minutes.
Yeah.
Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready?
Yes, yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon let's see, Monsieur Rubinio, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
Monsieur Rabinio, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
How does it go? I swear to speak with...
No, I was doing a French.
Do whatever. Do what feels right.
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and with... No, I'm going German. How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I love it.
It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest.
Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record?
As if everybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me.
Good,
I am
that's a
the
good
great
character.
Monsieur Repetio Rubidio, cutting-edge photographer and visionary.
I do like the switch to German. It's like a very indignant language, you know. Good close second to French.
I think I could do it a little better than French, so...
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's like a very like when I think of somebody indignantly European, they are either French or German.
Kind of opposite sides of Europe, but okay.
I can't wait for you to read Je suis l'artiste.
I don't take people's pictures, I capture their variant essence. Je suis l'artiste, tu es un pipe.
Do you know that reference?
No. You might have seen my works in hip magazine La Branche or C'est Chouette. I can send you tweets if you like.
It's a reference to Rene Magritte, like one of the best surrealist painters in history.
Okay.
He sorry, fine, nobody cares. But if
It's
you
fine.
should care, look it up. Rene Magritte, ce n'est pas un pipe. I love it. Great. What on earth is a tweet?
The bird of communication. Come on, folk. In the 19th century, get with the times.
19th
already.
century. This is happening canonically alongside Ace Attorney Investigations.
On the other side of Europe.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it works out very impressive, Monsieur Rubinio, but let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
To defeat.
Can you tell us your activities on the night of the murder?
Very well. I was hired by Baron Reguil to capture this evening's events. I arrived at 7 this evening. I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Reguil and left.
Like a true artist.
And with regard to the photograph itself, who did you photograph?
Dragon said Twitter and Facebook are in this. Is this a modern game?
Uh,
I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you could all see for yourselves.
Oh, very good. Let's take a look.
It's in a book.
Word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see, who do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron Requiem, the lion, who hosts the event. On the left, we see Senor Pertua de Miao, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Caroline de Hua, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited.
Wait, who's the one on the left? Is that the frog? That looks like a cat.
On the left?
I missed that. Yeah.
That's the defendant's father.
Oh, and then I thought the defendant father was
No.
the lion.
No, this is... Here it is. Portua de Miao.
Yeah, and
Father
then the
Dame
other guy is Colleen.
they went to Baron Rugiel's.
Baron Rugiel.
Yeah.
There.
As you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is victim, Monsieur Grenouille. The second is defendant, Dame Caroline de Miao. Quite suspicious, would you agree?
Just a moment, Monsieur Rabinton. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim are not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean that we were in the garden together, that they were in the garden together at that point.
Oh, dear, Mr. Falcon, I'm not done yet.
The prosecution may continue.
Behind the photograph subjects, you see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Velarde told us earlier, it was the exact time the murder took place. You see, Falcon, every suspect has alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Caroline herself.
Falcon, the photograph doesn't seem right. It looks different to the one we borrowed from Rubino's studio.
I see it too. A photograph showing Colline Duhat, the Dame Cataline, and Signor Pourtois. But Monsieur Robineau's photograph shows Baron Rogil, where Dame Cataline should be standing. If we assume that only one photograph was taken, then this demonstrates that one of the photographs must have been edited in some way.
We should slam the evidence down. Be like, bam, inconsistency. Whole courtroom is out of order. Case closed.
I can't do that.
Well, I suppose you could be a little more delicate with the words.
No, I mean, I can't do that because our evidence was illegally obtained. If I were to present it, Monsieur Robineau would ask how we acquired it, and the whole trial would derail.
Wouldn't he notice it was stolen?
In a worst case scenario, I could lose my legal license and we could be arrested for theft.
Oh, well, we don't want that.
Oh, no, we don't. I should tread lightly.
He said now they're using Photoshop too.
It's the 19th century. Like, if we could do the things we did in that other Ace Attorney game, like, I believe that animals, anthropomorphic animals that develop Photoshop are...
I mean, they have
Yeah,
cameras that have little bugs in them that paint pictures really quick, so...
That's the best thing ever. Like, I wish that was real to us. I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Judge?
Very well. The defense may proceed.
It's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence. Look, the statement of question.
I think the photograph, right? That makes the most sense. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh about how it's wrong. I see a mistake in the photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robineau, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not?
That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies.
That is most curious, because I see a mistake.
Mistake. Impossible. I told you, monsieur. The camera is a perfect, unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless.
Well, Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific.
Certainly.
Where do you see a mistake?
It's the clock, because it has hands. The clock in this photograph, there is something not right about it.
Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with a key piece of evidence that implicates his client.
Don't give me that coqueton, Monsieur Rabinton. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in that picture. Yeah, literally that one. The graph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6.
That much is self-evident.
Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Crinier has no hands.
It has no hands.
Clock is a merely decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rogil or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robinho, how do you explain this discrepancy?
I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless.
There is no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts some things that does not exist in the real world.
Maybe there was an error in the printing process.
An error precisely where the clock hand should be. Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, monsieur Robinho, edited this photograph.
Edited?
I'm no expert, but I suspect that you use paint or ink to carefully put hands on the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process.
Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing?
Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, clears all the photograph's subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinho created a perfect alibi. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why was Monsieur Robinho coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinho.
Well, you got me. You've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all.
You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Greenway.
What? No. I have no idea who kills the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs. And yes, that included adding hands to the clock.
You were ordered by whom?
I dare not say.
Monsieur Rabignon, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You are pledged to speak without fear, after all.
With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names.
His claws? Did you hear that, Falcon?
This is most unfortunate. Monsieur Rabignon, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We do not live under the ancien regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course.
It can protest that the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. Intriguing.
Very convincing.
You gained a little favor of the jury. The clock's hands were painted on, so it doesn't matter.
Photograph still depicts Dame Caroline is an absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Rabington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that the Catalan was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. You know what? That the witness was trying to cover for someone. Possibilities was counted for.
You're saying, Falcon, that housemaid paid off the photographer. That was Senor Portier de Meow, perhaps.
I don't think so. The housemaid's like means or motive, and it won't make sense for Senor Petois to implicate his own daughter.
You're sure not suggesting that honest and beloved Baron Regil deliberately tried to frame Dame Caroline? Because that would be the most oh, God. That would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is pillar of this community. He would never do such a thing.
Monsieur Rappington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That job is for you, the prosecutor. However,
Perhaps I should offer my opinion.
But Baron, is it not time for your witness testimony yet?
So you would think, prosecutor. Yeah, I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge?
Wouldn't he recognize now that the prosecutors lied and said they were officers?
yeah, right.
So Dragon, you like the jury system, Great Ace? Yeah, it was good.
Yes, yes, I suppose that's fine.
Very good. I trust the defense has no objections.
As a matter of fact,
Tread carefully, Monsieur Falcon.
Well, okay, fine. Fair.
Or should I call you Inspector Vivi Kestrel? I hear that impersonating a police officer is a major criminal offense. It would be a shame if word were to spread.
no objections here. Please continue, Baron.
Fantastic, okay. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Oh, okay. Baron Rodrigo, on the night of the,
The initial dinner went magnificently.
Rogil should have just told them that he impersonated a police officer.
Yeah, nobody heard it.
Yeah, nobody was around, so it's his evidence against theirs, I guess.
When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Caroline followed him moments later. Senor Pertois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind.
I do wonder if that would have gone any different if we if we didn't say we were police officers.
I mean,
Or
you own
if
the
it
game,
just-
you could replay it and see.
Well, or it might just railroad you into that still.
Yeah, but thou must.
After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Caroline. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there.
I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Do you doubt my integrity, Garchon?
Just here to uncover the truth.
Very well, hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Regul, am an honest man.
The defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
Like the statement to question.
The dinner went magnificently. Photographer Monsieur left to visit the garden. Dame Caroline followed behind a few moments later. My discovered there just as the photographer left and called for help.
Okay.
How does he know that it was in the garden? Unless he was there. Garden. Baron, we just saw the medicine you got in for yourselves? When was the last time you visited it? What's with all the horses? Baron Rogil, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden?
It happens I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years.
Yes, you say. He incriminated himself
Indeed.
already. Damn. It's not right. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar. That claim does not to scrutiny.
Oh, and why is that?
Because we have hard evidence. You have visited the garden recently?
Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court the so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
The cigar butt. This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred.
A cigar butt? That could have belonged to anybody, and...
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Okay, sorry, Baron.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars. But I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
You see, Falcon, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded. But as it happens, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience.
A little peddling.
Dragon said no cigar without evidence.
The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden.
There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is that you, Baron Drogi, deliberately hit your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities.
Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be?
You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Drogi, murdered Monsieur Gavi. That is what you were trying to keep hidden.
Directly accusing me of murder. How shamelessly brazen.
That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. The allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity.
No evidence. Think harder, Monsieur Rabington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Drogi as the prime suspect. You want the means. The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are sharp as a surgeon's blade. To that frog belly would be TBR to him. Even Monsieur Robinho confessed just a moment ago that he feared his claws.
Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence.
You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 facts worth of motives. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his rental company increased from 1/3 to 1/2.
That is preposterous.
And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, yet he staked an item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guest, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. The photographing the guests in front of the handless clock to make for the editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said.
Prosecutor, are you just gonna let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something. Object! I am.
Oh, you're pitifully useless.
After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a piece of incriminatory evidence. He finished the job. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have the time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into the fountain out of the sight of kids and many snooping police. Imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Signor Potois de Miaus. That would ensure total control over the railway company. At last, Dame Catalan was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron was what?
Improvised, sorry.
Improvised? The Baron would have
It
to
was
improvise?
improvised.
That is an outrage. Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic.
No, there is only one outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status, frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind.
How dare you, Gaushan? The utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself is something so hideous. I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist.
No, you are a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs.
You incredulous whelp. I ought to gut you right here and now, like a damned frog.
Ugh.
Could someone please restrain the Baron?
I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man. To the conciergerie with you.
Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself.
This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
Well, in a matter of speaking, to be honest, no.
Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient on this time.
Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hoped it was enough.
What do you mean? You just proved Caroline's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure.
Sparrow-san, I think you have misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain that it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I have done is demonstrate that it is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure that I understand the difference.
We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Caroline de Miao, to be not guilty.
Not guilty.
Where's the confetti?
No confetti.
Where's the confetti?
Monsieur Falcon, merci Sparrow-san, you did it.
What?
Yeah, I suppose we didn't we?
What?
I really wanted to, like, the kiwi didn't want to leave my mouth.
Oh,
It's so hard to switch.
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon.
I can take all the credit. This was a groove achievement.
I'm so proud of you both.
I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
You're amazing, Monsieur Falcon. Oh, it was nothing. I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. Well, I didn't pin anything. Barrison and I just worked out unveiling the truth, given the Fox case. Monsieur Falcon, there is no need to play coy. The case is over. Play coy? Don't tell me you're actually being sincere. I am completely lost. Oh wow, I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you. Oh. Ah. I murdered Monsieur Grenouille. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand? Yeah, business. To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link. Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Rodrigo Bot hidden in the garden. Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose I was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest.
But Falcon proved that Monsieur Robinho's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so ordered Monsieur Robinho to paint me over Baron Roguilt and to add hands to the clock. That lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering either photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative being the one, because that could have gone very badly. What's with the silence? You should be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who on a case like this. Bourgeois kitty like me.
I think you should leave.
Oh, fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's a payment for your services straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, petite Barrison.
40 francs.
Falcon, what do we do now?
Nothing. We did our job. We did our job!
Yeah. That's some good timing. Okay. So next time we will continue this. Maybe finish this. I don't know how many cases are in this game.